Oh, hello there.
Pete and Allie here from Two Tiny Wings. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday night. I stepped on your line.
It's wing night, baby.
Oh, we've added
Baby.
flair to the proceedings. Well, that is very exciting.
It did perk me up when Mr. Davis walked down the hallway and reminded me that it was wing night. Not that I had forgotten, but...
Yeah, same. And I was grumpy in the beginning of the day when he did. And so, what do you mean wing night? But here we are. Happy to be here. DC, so happy that you made it back. I hope that you broke all of the legs in your production. Live theater is amazing. William, welcome. Meg, how are you? So the Loki costume, I've been wondering about this all week. Is the Loki costume for Halloween, or is the Loki costume just because everybody deserves a costume in their life? Yeah, like cosplay. Lauren, yes, everybody. Hello, Lauren. Everybody, we can finally go over to Castles, Capes, and Clones and just take our little turtle selves over there when we are done.
Get some turtle nugget action going on over there with Cousin Rich.
With Cousin Rich, and I'm trying to get him to sign on to his vlogs with Cousin Rich from Castles, Capes, and Clones, and I think that should happen. Hello, Susan, how are you? I haven't gotten life. It's just crazy during the week. And so it's funny that you commented on one of our videos with your 9 to 5 account. Yeah. And I was like, who's showing up? And then you commented that it was you. So that made us laugh. So thank you very much, Susan. Davis family, how are you? Davis family, Matt, have you and Will told everybody about your mission? We gave them a very, very super special mission to help us think of a collab that's happening in December. So think about that. Ryan, hello, how are you? And Devin, welcome to both of you. Hope things are just going swimmingly down in South Carolina. Mary, hi, how are you? How was French class?
Très bien.
Très bon? What's
Très
the difference?
bien.
What's the difference between bien and
bien
bon?
is like, it's like good and well. Like très bien is like it went well, where bon is like if something is good.
Okay, so it went très bon?
Très bien. Bien, if it went well, it's très bien.
Oh, proper grammar.
As opposed to
Whatever.
Good, like that was good soup.
It was well soup. The
You
soup
don't-
was
you wouldn't
done
say, you
well.
wouldn't say like this food was like, again, bon, like is
well, this is scintillating content. French grammar, ladies and
improperly
gentlemen.
Trying to
My
do
goodness, French grammar, and I've dropped my hair tie. I've dropped my little fidget hair tie. Anyway, inner workings of Two Tiny Wings. Meg, that sounds really cool with the trunk or treat.
Comme ça, Mary says means so.
Okay. We never did the whole trunk or treat. Our kiddos ended up, we just dodged that whole thing. I could see us going really, really hard on a trunk or treat kind of thing. So.
But we did a couple times dress up, like when we took the kids out.
A couple of times,
yeah. We dressed
every time. Correct. I was Mary Poppins when we had our little Winston. When he was a puppy, he was a hot dog vendor. Winston was the hot dog. It was awesome.
What else? Oh, I was one year. I was Clark Kent because I had my Superman shirt.
We've both been Clark Kent.
And I had the trench coat over top of it, and I had my when I wore the black horn rim glasses.
I was Darvis, Miss Darvis from High School Musical. Correct. That was a good one. I put powder in my hair. I think tomorrow I've decided I'm going to wear this shirt to school.
What was the...
What am I? You don't need to know. Stay away, children.
We didn't we? Was it last year, 2 years ago? I'm not even listening. Last year, 2 years ago, we did Hadestown.
We didn't do... No. That was just a Tuesday. And it literally was because it was the beginning of quarantine. And we were... Oh, you're right. I told this story before about how we were 2 weeks away from the opening night of Spamalot when the world shut down. And so to lift my students' spirits, what I did was we did a little costume contest. And I'm never going to ask my kids to do something that I would not do myself. And so he dressed up as Hades. I dressed up as Persephone. And
I had the whole vest. And I grayed the side of my hair.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So that was that. First place, see, trunk or treat
Trunk or treat.
is that's good. Good for you, Meg. Go ahead, Meg. That is awesome.
Oh, and didn't Susan wanted to know about the coffee? Wasn't Susan the one that wanted to know about the coffee?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that Disney coffee.
Like,
man.
I don't know what there's like it's got like a tobacco-y like smell to it.
Yeah.
But like not like
it's got like sweet, like caramelly kind. It's really, really
and
good.
Not too terribly like if you don't like a real dark roast, it's not too terribly strong. Like the first time I made it, I actually was like, oh, I could probably put a little bit more in there and make it a little bit stronger. But
it was.
Very
and
good.
For those of you who are wondering, we opened up a box from Main Street Treat Co. It was a 50th anniversary box, and it had a magnet which you have already stolen.
Yep, it's already on my board in
stolen,
school.
I mean,
yep, it's already on my board at
stolen.
school. Yep.
And it had 50th anniversary coffee. And if you haven't ordered one yet and want one, you can go to Main Street Treat Co. and use TTW10. Get yourself 10% off.
Yeah, I think
order.
they said they were almost sold out when I saw it. They just posted something the other day. They were like getting close to selling out.
Speaking of orders, and Ryan, I fully want pictures of you and all of your cohorts at school dressed up as Cruella and the Dalmatians. Like, that is awesome. Mary, jolly holiday, Mary. I saw that you went to the Boo Bash. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Let me show you all what we have done as our latest thing before I forget this, because I need to get this little thing going. We have 2 new wax melts up on Pixie Dust Apothecary. This one, this little green guy right here, is Pascal. Now, if I open up Pascal, the way I described it, it's as if you have just escaped from a tower where you have been held for 16 years and you are breathing in the fresh air and the clover and the sunshine, and it's wonderful. So this is Pascal. This one is called Make It Pink. And of course, yes, there's also going to be a Make It Blue coming. This one smells like you are in the middle of the woods and 2 fairies are having a magic war over what color your dress will be. It is fruity and a little bit floral and sweet, and they are just both flippin' magic. They're also magic because they change colors, and I'm going to show you. This is legit. Like, they change colors.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Okay, not to take from Ginger.
The alchemy thing was kind of a bit for a little while. Like, yeah, we're just kind of mixing stuff.
No, we're really magic now.
It really was. We were like in the kitchen like all week. Like, how are we gonna make this work?
How are we gonna make this work? And we figured out how to make it work. And there's other bits. This isn't why we got the glass tumblers. So let me show you all. So this, I'm gonna bring this up as close as I can. This is pink. Okay, this is pink. So I'm going to take one of my little cubes. I got a new wax melter. My little wax melter is white. All right. So they smell, you guys, they smell so good. I know I say this about everything, but these, I had Do the Impossible going in my room today. And the citrusy just made me feel happy. All right. So there's pink. All right. We all see the pink. I'm going to put the wax melter on, and we are all going to continue our conversation. We're going to wing night it up, and I will just periodically check in on the wax. So things just periodically check in on the wax. Terrific. So the coffee was wonderful. We're all going to dress up in some fashion tomorrow for Halloween, even if it's just dressing up as an exhausted teacher on a Friday.
Which is pretty easy costume to get.
So let's talk some. Don't go to Etsy yet. Don't go to Etsy yet. Don't do it. Just wait. I have a code for you all. Don't do it. Don't go to Etsy. Let's talk about some Disney news.
We got another one of our
we
Disney.
Have 2. We're gonna have a Disney conversation after there's Disney news, because there's not a whole lot of news. There's a lot of we're gonna charge you money.
We're not gonna. That's like negative stuff. We don't want to talk about that stuff. So I've got 3 cool things. The first one, and they're kind of related.
Ryan says he's throwing cash at his Ryan. 3 things. Go ahead.
The first one, and it was kind of like one thing and 2 things.
Yeah.
Is the Guardian stuff at Epcot. One, they've started filming.
Oh, yes, which is exciting because them filming, that was what was is holding up the ride at this point, that they couldn't get them all together. Although, everything is with the grain of, it's going to be a while for us.
But
that's cool.
The other thing where you can tell that the ride is getting close is that they've got like the overhead shots when you go by on the monorail, you can see down in now where the construction is.
Oh, that is kind of cool.
And they've basically they know that there was going to be the Xandarian ship out front.
Sure.
And they've poured like the concrete pad, like they basically have everything. You can kind of look down and it's all like set up now. It's all set up for the ship to come in.
That's cool.
So that the whole outside will be all like set up and it'll be all.
Here's what I'm going to say.
They're getting close to like taking the next steps, I think.
I hope that it is just mind-blowingly awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
Because I think that there has been more than one swing and a miss, and that's disappointing, and so I hope it's phenomenal. Correct. And makes me just willing to pay an exorbitant amount of money
because
walk into Epcot.
It's been, I mean, we've gone several times in the last couple of years, but it seems like the last couple of things haven't been as mind-blowingly kind of huge to then all of a sudden sit there, right, like, all right,
so progress is good these days. I will take progress.
The next thing we watched together, which was the Lightyear.
Oh,
trailer.
Yeah. Like, these days.
She was confused.
Hey, how are you?
Her and Aiden were a little bit confused, I think, at first when we threw it on. I was like, wait a minute, is this like an origin story? Like, what the, like.
Yeah, no, I was confused because we watch like a lot of like Squid Game. Our life is like YouTube unboxings and Netflix, Squid Game, like how they designed the show, and then Disney trailers.
So I don't know. I think I'm excited. If it's Chris Evans, I think that'll be good.
Yeah,
I think he's good. Especially if it's Pixar. I mean, Pixar tells a good story, and
Stephanie, here's what I have about Tron. I don't know if Stephanie asked if we've heard about an opening date for Tron. I read this week that they have gotten the permit to turn on the outside lights. So the shell lighting is that's the next thing that's coming. I
think we've mentioned it last week, but the ride vehicles have already shown up. Like there was footage of like the ride vehicles being like brought into the backstage area.
Yeah.
And so
Seth, that's your life too. Yeah. That's it. Squid Game and unboxings and random trailers. We're so glamorous.
We're simple people. We're definitely simple people.
All right, so
that and falling asleep on the couch at like 8 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, nothing but party time here on like a Tuesday. All of a sudden we all wake up. And, Mary, since you've left, my goodness, we are partying.
We all of a sudden put on some YouTube videos, and Aid was on one couch, and her and I were on the other, and all of a sudden we looked around at 8:30, and we all woke up. We were like, "Why did we just fall asleep? It was only 8 o'clock at night." Guess we're a little tired.
And DC, I think I agree. There was one word, and I think I mean obviously I know you know why they did that, because everybody's Tim not Burton, Tim the Toolman Taylor. What's his face? No. That guy, we all know that guy.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's because we're old. It's happening. Remember now that it's on there. We're going to wait right another 10 seconds, and someone in there is going to tell us what it is. So go ahead, we'll wait. Come on, chat. Let's go. Anyway.
What's the actor's name?
Tim Allen.
There you go.
Mary.
Gold star. DC. Yeah, there you go. You were first to the line.
Stars all around. But yeah, so all of a sudden at the end, it's like, okay. It doesn't sound that bad. Yeah. I think it's interesting, and this is just my silly English analytical brain, is if it's an origin story, it's the origin story of the toy. Gold stars for Mary, for Seth, for Lauren, for Aaron. Gold stars all around.
See, there's how we get comments. We forget stuff. and then we ask you to remind us.
It's the same thing that happens during class.
Yeah. Come on, kids, help us out
There
here.
we go. What's interesting about Lightyear is that if it's the origin story, it's the origin story of the toy, but it's like an action, like he's alive, but it's the origin story of the toy.
Like I could see it being kind of, here's a question.
That's a lot for my brain.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
And this is from Matt Davis. How is this going to fit into Pixar theory?
Oh, good guppies. Won't it fit into Pixar theory? And, oh, right. Yeah, you got to take a break from Squid Game every once in a while.
Yes. Oh.
Everybody, if you haven't seen it, it's...
We watched a couple episodes and then she's like, no, we can't do another one.
Yeah.
We gotta watch something else.
No. Then we went to YouTube's. I think... With Pixar theory, why wouldn't it just fit into whatever the Toy Story
and
is?
I think it kind of, I could see it almost kind of like leaning into the Pixar theory because it's like, hey, there's this world where there's this actual guy that was like a spaceman that they eventually like made a toy out of in the whole like Pixar theory world.
Matt Davis is ready. He's ready. He's ready.
Time we
Go
have
ahead.
Day of Choice.
We are not going to have Day of Choice.
Don't even worry about what Day of Choice.
All right, next, what do you got?
The only last thing I had was that they reopened character sightings. The character. It's not tech. And I saw they had some pictures.
Google me with Super Carlin Brothers. Hello, brother.
That they had.
That's my Super Carlin Brothers impression.
That they had meetings with they call them sightings, not meet and greets. And they had Mickey with his like new like fancy schmancy outfit,
which I like. If nothing else, I like the 50th coloring and
I can't remember the name. The Princess Funhouse or whatever it is. Princess. What's the where all the princess
like the royal
Princess Fair.
The Princess
whatever it is.
Funhouse.
Whatever it's called. I don't know what's it called.
Royal
Princess something or other.
I don't know, but not...
Chat, help us out. What is this? What's it called? It's like back there.
Jolly Holiday with Mary. Go on over. Go on over.
But...
Princess Fun. And you wonder why this guy is not an Imagineer.
that would bring people in the door, wouldn't it?
not the kind of people.
That would be like the Disney After Hours party. You can make it the Princess Funhouse. There you go.
We don't even have any more news. That's it. The only other news I'm going to say, I can't even, to get us off this crazy train. Hello, Joanna, how are you? The only other, you came in at a time. The only other news is that Lauren, I'm assuming you guys are going to talk about this on Castles, Capes, and Clones. So I'm just going to confirm that Disneyland has suspended the highest tier of annual pass. I read that somewhere on,
and they raised the base prices.
They raised ticket prices and suspended the highest tier of annual passes. I think that is like a broader discussion of how does Disney deal with the capacity that without the money. People like us.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say is that I kind of get the feeling that
Lauren, then we're not gonna step on.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, and again, just talking about it.
I know. Can we see all the way? Can we see that this is no longer pink? By the way, this is now white, people. You're welcome.
So I'll just say it in broad terms and I've heard this said other places, is that they don't have the capacity, the demand outweighs the supply. So more people want to go there than they can supply. So like basic economics says, let's raise the price until less people, they literally are trying to make it so that people can't come multiple times a year because they don't have the capacity for it. So we'll raise the price until people start coming. Which
I think is unfortunate. And DC, we should all sign that petition to maybe. Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho. I think that was all for because there's not really a whole lot. There wasn't there's lots of 50th anniversary junk comes out, but that's whatever. It's not terribly exciting.
So here's what I'm going to say before we get to our Disney discussion. Now that you have seen the magic that is this turning from pink to white, and then as it cools, it goes back to white, and then back to pink. So what I'll do is I will turn this off, so it will cool white, and you can see. And
it still has the little sparkles in it.
It still has sparkles. It has little blue sparkles. Now, for all of you, if you want, as we have this next discussion, to go to our Etsy site, I have a code for all of you. So if you go to our Etsy site, I'm going to put the link to our Etsy site into the chat. And if you go to Etsy tonight and tomorrow, and you use the code TNW10, TNW10, you will get 10% off your purchase. We want you to light your way with a little bit of magic. So there you go. And now, for something completely different, we are going to go to the discussion of the evening. Yes. We were going to do snacks because it's Halloween.
I even have my snack list, but we're going to hold
Right, but we're going to hold off on snacks until we're all nice and sugared up next week. Because we are big Good Mythical Morning fans.
And as we were going through this, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, we're going to introduce this and be like, oh yeah, we're big Good Mythical Morning fans. Go check them out. Like us with our YouTube empire that we have are going to recommend you go check out Rhett and Link on Good Mythical Morning, who have like 24 million subscribers. Like, hey, go check them out. You might not have heard of them before. You never know. So if you haven't, they've got like 24 million subs. They're like one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet.
We like them a lot.
If you haven't seen them, go check them out.
We very much relate to them because they're our age, the way they grew up, and have a lot of like the same childhood memories that we do.
They have kids that are pretty much exactly the same age as ours. Like the one Rhett or Link just sent his daughter off to college, and so there was a whole podcast episode where he talked about that, which was
they got married. They've been married basically as long as we have. Anyhow, they're very funny. They eat a whole lot of weird stuff. But today, what they did on their like after show is ranked Disney villains, and they did like a face-off of Disney villains,
the scariest Disney villains. So we took their little the villains that they chose, and we are going to do our own little face-offs, and so you all can, and I think we're more than welcome to participate. It's going to be like a King of the Hill kind of the way they did it was they had the first two face-off, and then whoever got the boot, they put in another.
So what we'll do is we'll go through them, we'll talk about them. You all, I haven't the foggiest idea of how to do polls or anything, but that being said, you all can comment, and then we'll do like a group decision of who moves on. All right? So, the first battle. Here we go. All
right, because we decided I'm going to randomize it, so she doesn't even know the order of this, because she said she didn't want to know the order.
I don't want to know the order.
We'll start with Claude Frollo.
Great.
And Ursula. Claude Frollo.
Why would you start with those two?
And Ursula.
Here's what I have to say. So Claude Frollo,
we're going scariest,
from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Correct.
And then Ursula from The Little Mermaid. So Ursula is one of my favorite villains because she's vampy, and I love a good vamp. As far as being scary, I don't find her very scary just as much as like big and body and out there. I think the fact that Frollo intentionally made Quasimodo think that he is wrong and ugly, and that if he left, everybody was going to laugh at him, that is intentional cruelty that is super, super scary. And watching the movie, he scared me more.
I think that Ursula isn't scary, like isn't really scary hardly at all until the very, very end. Like all of a sudden it's like, hey, yeah, when she's like Frollo from the very beginning is like, that's Hunchback is a scary, can be a very
it's dark.
It's a dark movie. There's a lot of like scary. I mean, the very beginning, he's about ready to throw Quasimodo down a well. It's like, like it starts off a little hot. He comes in a little hot. He comes in a little hot in the scary realm. So I think. So it sounds like we definitely got to go.
I don't disagree with you that Ursula Fabulous goes a long way. So in the chat, if you want to vote for Ursula as the scariest, put a purple heart. If you want to vote for Frollo, put a red heart. So that's what we'll do. Okay. Purple heart for Ursula as the scary of the two. A red heart for Frollo. I'm voting for Frollo because again, evil is super scary. Yeah. Not just bad, not just villain, but like cruel. Yeah. That's what gets it for me.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go Frollo as well. There's definitely multiple parts in that movie where all of a sudden he's a very scary character. Very okay,
so we have, look at all those red hearts. Look at all those red hearts. So we are 4, and Lauren, I'm guessing you're going to eventually vote for Ursula. 5 for Frollo. Ooh, this is exciting. This is interactivity, people. Interactivity on a Thursday. Here we go.
I got to think of who the next.
All right, we're going to close the voting.
All right.
And Lauren, a broken red heart. Lauren. It does not surprise me that you can spot a trend though. All right, so Frollo, thus far, Derek votes for Frollo. Thus far is moving on.
All right.
So we're closing. So now who is Frollo up against? Jafar. I don't even think that that's a contest for the same reasons. I mean, Jafar, whatever, mind control. Jafar didn't actually, like, try. I mean, I guess the snake tries to kill. But Jafar isn't scary so much as he is, like, cartoony with his little twisty beard and...
See, I think it's a lot closer than that. I think that Jafar uses, like... I mean, Jafar at the beginning is kind of... sending Aladdin to his death.
No, he's sending him to get the lamp.
But to get to his death.
He can't bring back the lamp if he's dead. He's gonna come back.
Are you aware of what occurs when he gets the lamp?
He kind of kicks him.
He kind of grabs the lamp and then hurls him to his death.
But listen, he wouldn't have been trapped and dead if Abu hadn't touched the ruby. He would have been fine if he had only gotten the lamp. Although you also probably have to think how many men has Jafar sent before Aladdin?
Again, Aladdin is not the first one to go on that journey for Jafar, I don't think.
Okay, but you're Seth is... Yes, go ahead, Seth, quoting Aladdin. Yeah, so Allie, do you have the best quotes? Oh goodness.
I don't know. I think it's close. I think I might still go with. I think I'll go with Frollo, but I think it's a lot. I think it's closer than Ursula.
See, it's sinister. I agree with DC that it's like a sinister. What makes him scary is that he's sinister. Meg agrees with you. Meg also thinks that he would have killed him anyway.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because I guess he killed what's the guy's name? Gazim.
Jafar was not leaving any witnesses.
Like except for the parrot. Except for, what's this, Iago?
That's because Iago can fly away.
That makes no sense whatsoever. That makes no sense. Why is he still a witness? Because he can fly.
No, I'm saying he can't kill him because he can fly
he can't get him. Okay. So what say you in the chat? We'll keep doing red heart for Jafar, yellow heart for no, sorry. Red I screwed up. Stop with the red hearts. Red heart for Frollo, yellow heart for Jafar. I'm still voting for Frollo because I think that he is scary. I'm going to take this off of this. This is just the wax thing that I'm removing so it will dry. White wax.
So
see, DB says makes sense. Welcome, DB.
I think I will stick with Frollo, but it's close.
Closer?
Closer.
See,
I think I'm going to stick with Frollo, but it's a lot closer.
Oh, Matt Davis.
This is definitely closer.
So the Dave... Mary! Okay.
It's closer.
All right. It's closer. There is closer. Competition, but Frollo moves on.
Okay. Gotta update my list here.
He's unlocking his phone over here.
All right.
Okay.
Scar.
Okay. Oh, see, this is where we started arguing when we were watching, and we realized, okay, this is definitely a wing night. This is a wing night kind of debate. So here's the thing. We all know that on Good Mythical More, they were talking like, oh my gosh, he kills his brother and there's a baby born. I'm like, guys, just, it's Hamlet. Go check out Hamlet. So there's that. But Scar intentionally kills his brother, which is super scary. And then he makes Simba feel, hey, Karen, hello, how are you? We missed you. Welcome. We are debating the scariest villain. And so right now the contest is Frollo versus Scar. And so far, Frollo has gotten through 2 rounds, but Scar killed his brother and like horribly killed his brother, like sent him to his death. So I think that the fact that Scar actually killed versus with psychological damage versus Frollo just psychological damage makes him super scary.
Scar is scary. This will sound weird, but Scar is scary if you're like an animal, like living in the savannah, because he's like a lion. But is he really scary? Like if I'm like riding in a safari truck and I see Scar, I'm like, oh, there's a lion, and I drive away.
Right.
But like if I met like a Claude Frollo, I'd be terrified. Like somebody like that.
I think I'd be
some
more
big
scared.
looming
He's not big and looming though. He's just tall and important. I used to go up against Frollos all the time when I was a lawyer. Are you kidding me? Stop it. It's scary. Not intimidating. I think see, Mary says Scar also. Oh, that's right, Seth. He did kill Quasimodo's mom.
I know.
That's right. That's right. I think I'm gonna go with Scar this round, however. I'm gonna go with Scar.
Scar doesn't get his hands dirty.
I like that. I'm going with Scar. He was able to get a following that eventually killed him. He killed his own brother.
I'm sticking with Frollo.
Okay, so we are split. So let's do red for Frollo, and we'll stick with yellow for Scar. So there you go. We are split for the first time.
I'm sticking with Frollo. I'm sticking on Frollo.
You're going with your sword.
I know who, in my mind, on this list, takes over.
Oh, well, but... Okay, I don't know if that's... Yeah, in the stage version, there's... Yeah, there's
the stage version.
He
is a super villain.
What was crazy is, as you guys are all voting, in our stage version, Frollo was played by offstage the nicest kid. I mean, he was so wonderfully polite, and so it was to see him like go to the Frollo place on stage was incredible. Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, Susan's tied.
Susan got a half.
1, 2 and a half.
Oh, this is
3,
close.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. Are we tied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're tied. Oh no. Oh guys, if you haven't voted yet, you have to. We're gonna get Aiden. Aiden! Do you think...
Oh, Susan changed her vote to a full one. Susan didn't want to be...
Do you think Scar is scarier or Frollo? Aiden votes for Frollo. So Frollo is moving on. Susan and Aiden are the tiebreakers. Woo! That was exciting. Maybe we'll do a villains off tomorrow in my classroom. They'll all look at me like,
all right.
Really? Say yes, children.
Sure, in a bug.
Okay. Now, you all saw what's happening here. Like... No, go ahead. Take your little smile. Take your little, like, self-satisfied, oh, I know what my killer argument's gonna be. Go ahead, make your little killer argument. Oh, he's a demon. He throws people into the fiery pits of hell. So does Frollo.
He's, like, controlling all these minions in the movie. That's a terrifying scene.
I'm not a minion.
I was a small child watching that and was terrified.
Yeah, he's just your average, everyday demon.
Besides... the Sorcerer Mickey scene, it is the most memorable scene of that entire movie. Because of it being so scary. 100%. In my mind. For me, it is.
The hippos with the crocodiles?
For me, it's still Night on Bald Mountain. I mean...
well, yeah, because
and you hear the music.
Well, right.
You think of that, it creates... It's that linkage of... scary, intimidating music with the imagery and like
Seth is cheering Aiden.
It Sharon Bob.
But why is if you take out the music? Okay, because I'll sing Hellfire to you, whatever. That's pretty dang scary. You absolutely 100% can take out the music. No. You can, because the Wicked Witch of the West as a character is not as scary if you don't have the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The music 100%.
This is now a completely different conversation of which you are also wrong. She is a terrifying character. You don't remember being a child and being scared of the Wicked Witch that has nothing to do with
you can't use the music as a... Thank you, Meg. He's just being his best self.
Karen is on
Meg says Chernabog is just living his best life.
As the hell on earth. He brings up hell on earth. And all the ghosts and minions.
I'm going with Frollo. Right, I'm not a minion. Okay,
vote.
So
vote.
Calling the vote.
I'm calling the vote.
So red for Frollo, purple or black. Let's do black since Matt Davis has already decided. Let's do black for Chernabog and red. So scarier. See, is she a she? Wait a minute. Is Chernabog female? That would change everything. No,
I think he means the Wicked Witch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Almost
DC,
my worlds almost
DC,
collided.
I got you.
My goodness. Matt Davis. He's scary. All right. Black, red. Whoa. See, DB, you are not wrong about the taking it. If we're gonna add songs, we'll take out from songs. Oh. Bye-bye, demons. Oh, go ahead. What do you have next? Was that you're gonna sail through? Oh, Pete. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. It was 7, that being said.
We got 3 left.
Okay, here we go.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. So she has her little demon minions. I will say that one of the things
and we'll
that
go
did...
both, I mean, in both her forms. In her, like, evil person form and her dragon form.
I will say, now you will deal with me and all the fiery, like, powers of hell. That is super scary. That scares me more than Frollo. So I'm going with Maleficent. Like, when she changes into a dragon, I had a fever dream when I was sick one time, and that was my fever dream, that I was Prince Philip and I was fighting the dragon, and it was so scary. Mm-hmm. So I'm going with Maleficent is evil and terrifying.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where, like, I don't remember really watching the whole movie as a small child. Like, I don't remember.
Lauren, I upset Pete all the time. Like, don't even.
I don't remember, like, the whole, like, there's not a lot that sticks in my mind about the movie, the whole thing.
Right.
I remember that part, and I want to say we had, like a storybook or something.
That's a good question, Joanna. I think the animated Maleficent.
Yeah, the animated in my mind is what's and again, I want to say it was like a picture book. I distinctly remember having this memory of a picture book.
Okay.
And the scene in that book of her turning into the dragon and that being
Seth, we'll let you know.
And that being really scary.
Yeah, I think the cartoon version.
I remember the person version being
Angelina Jolie doesn't scare me very much, but the cartoon version scares me. So I'm gonna DC, I completely agree. You should have invited her. Like, just invite her to the party. Like, if you're inviting 3 of the fairies, you invite Maleficent. And so you could have solved this whole thing, King Stephen. Anyway, I'm voting for Maleficent. So if you vote Maleficent, do a green heart. If you're sticking with Frollo, do a red heart. It's going to be Christmas up in here. Meg, that's a good point. Meg, you should come and join my English class someday. Maleficent didn't actually succeed.
No.
Yeah.
No, because in the end they all wake up and she's queen
and there you go.
They get married.
Oh, okay. While you guys are all voting, let me show you. Boom, white wax. And so let's see if I can turn it back to pink. If it'll cool enough to turn back to pink by the time this is over. So that it's white. So Frollo abused his power. People died. He a quasi-prisoner and Stockholm. Yeah, Meg, you're right. I know. I'm now going into my own personal well of terror, which is why I'm voting for Maleficent. Frollo still though, 5 votes for Frollo. Okay. 5 to 4, 5 to 4, 5 to 4. Last minute votes. Get them in now. Who are you voting for?
Maleficent.
Meg, so that's why we are on the completely same level. Love it. Love it. Oh, that's 6. So Karen's gonna vote Seth, your proxy. So you're voting Seth's proxy. Okay. It's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Frollo still moves on. My English classes are awesome. Right now, I'm having my kids, in my line classes, we just watched Hamilton, and they're actually doing a synthesis argument on sources about whether or not the failure to acknowledge slavery in some specific manner adds to the performance or like takes away from the performance. So anyway, it's really neat. All right, Frollo. Frollo.
Cruella. Cruella de Vil.
No, get out of here. Puppies. Whatever.
I don't think she's scary in any way, shape, or form.
Lauren, see you in a few minutes. Have a good show. Break legs.
I think as a villain, like, she's just incompetent.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost one of those, like comedic,
and
like...
she doesn't even she gets a song written about her.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're talking animated now.
She has a great song.
We're definitely talking animated. But I don't. Yeah, she's incompetent. She's just like like the 2 buffoons she runs around with, trying to get the puppies, and they can't do anything.
Yeah. I don't. No, Frollo. So if you, Meg, what symbolism are we missing? If you want to vote for Frollo, red heart. If you want to vote for Cruella, black heart. But I'm voting for Frollo because I think Cruella. I mean. Yes, she was trying to get all the little Dalmatian puppies. Ryan in all caps. I mean, I don't know. She's intimidating, which is different than you all need to understand that I live a great deal of people think I'm really, really scary. There are some of my students who think that I am just terrifying. And so, I don't know.
I'm going.
We haven't seen the Cruella movie yet. We haven't. Yeah, when her eyes go all hypnotizing, Mary, you're not wrong. It gets a little nuts, but still Frollo. Yeah, I'm with all of you guys. Frollo. Frollo's a really, really scary kind of a character. Ryan, I respect it. And last, is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Okay.
All right. The evil queen from Snow White.
Yeah. So that's interesting because she demanded that the hunter bring her Snow White's heart
in a wooden box so that she could look at it and put it on her mantelpiece.
Yeah, and just because Snow White was fairer than her, as determined by a magic mirror. Magic mirror,
who she basically just had kind of kept around because it just like propped her up and said, "Yeah, it's you."
And then she got so angry that the huntsman couldn't do it that she like turned herself into the hag and then was gonna try and crush the dwarfs with a rock
and created a poison apple and poisoned them.
She tried to poison Snow White so that she would be not even dead, but like in a Juliet kind of death forever.
That's really pretty terrifying. So she's like an awful like queen.
Yes.
She's an awful parental figure for Snow White, and then tries to like.
And as Mary says, Snow White is only 16. How old is Quasi? I mean, I always imagine Quasi as like early 20s. See, DC, he's big on doing your own dirty work. He says, but Frollo did his own dirty work. He didn't subcontract the dirty work. Hi, Ryan. How are you, Ryan Bandana? Let's see. Good night, Davis family. So, Frollo or the evil? I don't know. Heart on fire. Yes. See, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go with the evil queen because the heart carving thing is pretty tough.
And what tips it over for me, as far as like if you think about a character, Snow White's scary adventures when adventure, when that was a ride at Disney World.
Good night, Joanna. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful dinner.
She is such a scary character that they had to modify the ride because it was terrifying children.
Okay.
Like, she's terrifying. Yes. Like, that is legit. Like, the scene where she's, and it's still in Disneyland, where she's like this, and then she turns around. It
is scary.
It elicits, even to this day, like, I can imagine if I was to go ride on that Snow White ride in Disneyland, I would be as terrified now as I was then.
I think what people are, what makes everybody in the chat is going for Frollo because he's human. And so that's terrifying. Oh, he says, meh.
No,
and so that's what's terrifying.
That.
I completely, I get
like
it.
That he
I
could,
get it.
He could
Frollo.
Like, he's a fictional character, but he could, he for real could exist.
And
like similar characters have existed in history. Yeah.
Right. So that's so the chat.
I mean, did he exist?
Chat wins. No, I mean, not as Frollo, but like we could go find 100 horrible.
Yeah.
Similar
real life. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And it was sort of my. I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
The abuse of like the power over
and
other
that's
people.
Real. Like, and that's it creates real. A reality to the character.
Yeah, go ahead, chat. Look at us. Impromptu analysis.
I'm still gonna go with Evil Queen. I'm not siding with you, but but you make a good argument.
We will defer to we are nothing if not amenable to chat. So let's do a couple of things. We have.
Wait, did we get the final vote? So are we going
the final vote? We're deferring to chat. We're gonna go with Frollo. Look at all the red hearts. Go ahead. So let's do these.
Okay.
We'll do pins. Okay. People, we have 2 pins that we're going to close out the night with. One of them is since Halloween's coming up, is our little alien remix. I dug one of those out. Who knew? And then I have another Alice pin. We unboxed a set of these earlier this week. We have another set that we're going to unbox, but since I wildly grabbed all 9 that they had in our Hot Topic, we have a little odd one out.
So this one we got the Ratatouille Remy one. That's on my bag. And then did you take it on your bag? Yeah, I put it on my bag, on my pin bag. Great. And then we got the Woody alien one.
Yes, since it's Thursday night, I firmly think that the Woody one looks like he's flipping everybody off. But, that's just me. And then for why don't you open that? And then I'll say what's happening with the cups. Are we tinging pink? We're not tinging pink, but we're still white. Oh, yeah, we're tinging the edges. The edges start to tinge pink. It's because I said he looks like he's flipping off everybody.
We only had like 3 of these.
Yeah. Well, now we have another one. So put them on the table of traders. If anybody needs a Woody alien, hit us up. Yes, needs one, wants one, shoot us an email at twotitywings19@gmail.com. All right. So let's talk about these Alice teacups. I know, Ryan, these things are so flipping cute. We have the March Hare. We have the White Rabbit. We have the Queen of Hearts, and we have the Alice one. So we still need the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat. It feels like it's not the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, because that one's like the
it's like a horizontal one. But yeah, these, if you guys have not seen our video from Monday, they're so cute. They're so cute. I will also say what's coming up tomorrow, everybody. There is a new Burlington that's opening up 15 minutes from us. Like, we could go there on the way home.
We're dusting off the vlogging camera.
We're gonna go try. I mean, it could be wonderfully stocked with Disney magic. It could be absolutely nothing and people are looking at us weird. Well, who's to say? So we'll see. Meg, that would be a really, really cool thesis on Frollo. That would be interesting. All right, so here we go, everybody. Drum roll. Keep those fingers tightly crossed. It's another Queen of Hearts.
I like that one, though.
Lots and lots of people have been saying, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want that. So now we have a Queen of Hearts trader. Ryan, do you guys have the Queen of Hearts? Do you need the Queen of Hearts? I know you're collecting all but the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat. Yep. Well, we now have a Queen of Hearts. So we have a Queen of Hearts up for trade. We have the Woody alien. We still have Dumbos. We're looking for the Dumbo in the bath, if you have that.
We're good on grayscale.
We're good on grayscale. Yeah, you'll see in an upcoming mailbag. We are completing that set. Well, this was fun. This was fun, everybody. So like I said, if you want to get your own little color changing wax melts, they smell absolutely divine. You can use that TNW10 code in our Etsy shop for 10% off everything, not just these. If you haven't ordered your November Apothecary's Alchemist special box, there's one magical garden scent. It's like you're in the garden. It feels like you're sitting in the middle of a garden, like a vegetable garden. And then the other one feels like you're sitting in a tree with all of your little acorns stored up for winter. So good. So use TNW10. And now let's all get our snackies. Let's all get a drink, and then we are all going to head on over to Castles, Capes, and Clones, where Lauren and Cousin Rich are going to tell us the latest in the news from Disneyland.
We can turtle nugget raid them.
We're gonna turtle nugget raid them. I think it's been too long. I think it's time. So thank you everybody for joining us. Once again, this was fun. I liked the little face off. So maybe we'll do that next week with the snacks instead of us. Fun. We'll do a little face off to determine the best Disney snacks and best Disney foods. What say you all?
We can each bring like one to the a list to the table.
Oh, that's a good idea. So next week, Thursday Night Wings, bring your Disney snack to the face off. Karen, we're working on the jars. The jars are coming up. So stay tuned. We have some supplies to help the jar magic happen. So you'll see. You'll see. On that note, as I said, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for liking. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And with that,
we invite you to set your imaginations free.